Understanding the testing and maintenance of batteries. Lead acid and beyond is a practical, standards-aligned course for technicians, engineers, and asset owners responsible for stationary batteries and modern battery energy storage systems in utility, industrial, and commercial environments. The course explains how battery chemistries differ. Lead acid, nickel cadmium, lithium ion, flow batteries, and high temperature, such as sodium sulfur, how those differences drive failure modes in diagnostics, and how to build a defensible maintenance strategy that integrates standards such as NFPA 70B electrical maintenance programs, NFPA 70E electrical safety controls, and NFPA 855 along with UL 9540 and UL 9540A system safety considerations. Learners leave with chemistry-specific inspection and testing checklists, a maintenance interval framework, and job planning guidance that reduces risk while improving reliability. Learning outcomes will include: compare stationary battery chemistries and explain how electrochemistry influences performance, degradation, and safety hazards. Identify major battery energy storage system hazards, electrical, chemical, thermal, fire, systemic, and apply NFPA 70E job planning concepts to battery work. Build a maintenance approach aligned to NFPA 70B, predetermined condition-based, and predictive, including documentation and audit readiness. Select and interpret common battery diagnostic tests: voltage, specific gravity, impedance, capacity testing, thermography, and battery management system analytics. Draft chemistry-specific inspection testing task lists and intervals, including practical battery energy storage system considerations, HVAC, fire/gas systems, and controls. Stationary battery systems are designed to provide reliable, long-duration energy storage and power continuity. Historically, they served as standby sources for control power, UPS, telecommunications, and substations. Today, large BESS installations also provide grid services, including frequency regulation, peak shaving, and renewable energy shifting. These use cases entail more frequent cycling, higher power levels, and greater integration with controls, protection, HVAC, and fire systems, thereby expanding both maintenance scope and safety exposure. Across chemistries, the same basic reliability question applies. Will the battery deliver the required energy and power when needed? The maintenance question is broader. Can it be done safely and predictably without degrading the protections that safeguard people and facilities? In this section of our training, we will review battery technologies and their underlying chemical principles. Lead-acid batteries remain the most mature and widely used stationary energy storage technology. They are commonly found in UPS systems, telecommunications infrastructure, and power substations. Key types include: flooded or vented lead acid requires periodic maintenance, including electrolyte level checks. Valve-regulated lead acid, sealed designs such as AGM, absorbed glass mat, and gel batteries that offer lower maintenance requirements. The chemical principles of lead-acid batteries involve the electrochemical reactions between lead dioxide and sponge lead in the presence of sulfuric acid. When the battery discharges, lead dioxide reacts with sponge lead to produce lead sulfate in water, releasing electrical energy. Conversely, during charging, an external current reverses the reaction, restoring the original materials. The battery's performance is influenced by factors such as temperature, charge cycles, and depth of discharge. Overheating can reduce lifespan, while frequent deep discharges can damage the cells. Lead-acid batteries are known for their high surge current, cost-effectiveness, reliability, and recyclability, making them a popular choice for backup power systems. Key characteristics of lead-acid batteries include: proven reliability and low cost, moderate energy density, 30 to 50 watt-hour per kilogram. They are sensitive to deep discharge and high temperature, and they offer a lifespan of 5 to 20 years, depending on design and maintenance. The next battery chemistry we will review is nickel cadmium, referred to as NiCad, which has historically been used in industrial and standby power applications where robustness is essential. The chemical principles of nickel-cadmium batteries involve the electrochemical reactions at the electrodes, where nickel oxide hydroxide acts as the cathode and cadmium as the anode. The electrolyte potassium hydroxide facilitates the movement of hydroxide ions between the electrodes during charging and discharging. The overall cell reaction is reversible, allowing the battery to be recharged multiple times. During discharge, nickel oxide is reduced to nickel hydroxide, and cadmium is oxidized to cadmium hydroxide. These reactions are reversed during charging, restoring the electrode's original composition. The potassium hydroxide electrolyte supports fast ion exchange and helps maintain capacity over time. Key characteristics of nickel-cadmium batteries include very long cycle life and wide temperature tolerance, high reliability and ability to withstand deep discharge, more expensive plus environmental concerns due to cadmium, and a lifespan of 15 to 25 years. Lithium-ion batteries have rapidly expanded in stationary energy storage due to their high energy density and efficiency. The chemical principles of lithium-ion batteries revolve around the movement of lithium ions between electrodes during charging and discharging. These batteries use lithium compounds as cathodes and carbon-based materials as anodes, with electrolytes facilitating ion transport. Key principles include energy density optimization, redox reactions, and stability management. Their efficiency stems from lithium's low atomic weight and high electrochemical potential, enabling compact energy storage for devices and electric vehicles. Common chemistries include lithium iron phosphate, which offers high safety and long life, nickel manganese cobalt, offering high energy density, and lithium titanate, which offers exceptional cycle life and low temperature performance. The generalized chemical principle include lithium metal oxide making up the positive electrode, graphite or lithium titanate making up the negative electrode, and lithium salt in an organic solvent making up the electrolyte. Key characteristics of lithium-ion batteries include high efficiency, greater than 90%, and fast response, an energy density of 100 to 250 watt-hour per kilogram. They are sensitive to overcharge, over-discharge, and temperature extremes. They require a sophisticated battery management system and offer a lifespan of 10 to 20 years depending on cycling and thermal management. Flow batteries are well suited to long-duration applications because power, stack size, and energy tank volume are decoupled. They offer excellent cycle life and can be discharged to 100% depth of discharge, but they require larger footprints and balance of plant equipment, such as pumps and controls. The chemical principles of flow batteries involve the conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy, and vice versa, through electrochemical reactions. The process is based on redox reactions occurring between the liquid electrolytes, which are typically stored in separate tanks. These reactions involve the oxidation and reduction of ions, releasing electrons that are then used to power devices or feed into the grid. Flow batteries are designed to be scalable, allowing the addition of more tanks to increase energy storage capacity. They also offer a long lifespan due to the liquid-based system, which minimizes electrode degradation. The flexibility of the flow battery makes it suitable for long-duration energy storage applications, particularly for renewable energy integration. The vanadium example for chemical principles demonstrates the utilization of vanadium ions in a sulfuric acid solution to create the electrolyte. In this system, energy and power are decoupled. The tank size determines energy, while the stack size determines power. Key characteristics of flow batteries include excellent scalability and very long cycle life, greater than 10,000 cycles. Can discharge to 100% depth of discharge. Lower energy density, 20 to 50 watt-hour per kilogram. Flow batteries are suited for large stationary applications, grid storage. Sodium-sulfur batteries operate as high-temperature molten systems, typically around 300 degrees Celsius, and have been used for large-scale grid storage. They provide high energy density and multi-hour discharge capability, but introduce thermal management and safety considerations associated with molten, highly reactive materials. The sodium-sulfur battery operates on the principle of molten sodium and sulfur as the active materials, separated by a ceramic electrolyte. The battery structure consists of a negative molten sodium electrode and a positive molten sulfur electrode, with an electrolyte layer that allows only sodium ions to pass through. The battery operates at high temperatures, typically between 300 degrees Celsius and 350 degrees Celsius, to maintain the molten state of the sodium and sulfur. This high-temperature operation enables efficient electrochemical reactions, making sodium-sulfur batteries ideal for storing excess solar or wind energy for later use. The battery's performance has been well tested and has demonstrated notable recent commercial experience, with applications in large-scale energy storage systems, power grids, and renewable energy integration. Take a few moments to review the technology comparison tables seen here. Factors that need to be evaluated before selecting a chemistry include: what is the application type, backup versus cycling? What is the environment, considering temperature and ventilation? What are your maintenance capabilities? Are there space and weight constraints? And what are the life cycle costs and sustainability? Ask yourself, how do your site's operational priorities influence battery choice? Key takeaways. Each battery chemistry offers trade-offs in energy density, cost, and maintenance. Lead acid remains the benchmark for reliability. Lithium-ion and flow batteries are poised to lead the future of grid-scale integration of renewable energy. Understanding the electrochemical basis helps in diagnostics, maintenance, and safety management.